cylindrical capacitors, subheading cylindrical capacitors, in brackets coaxial cables, in brackets coaxial cables. And then you write this. It consists of an inner radius. It consists of an inner radius A and an outer radius B. It consists of an inner radius A and an outer radius B. Full stop. The space between the conductor, is filled with electric field intensity. The space between the conductors is filled with electric field intensity stroke strength E, is filled with electric field intensity E, and L, that is small l, and L be the length of the cable, and L be the length of the cable. So the first thing, when we were saying how do we the steps of calculating capacitance, we said first choose the appropriate coordinate system, and this one is a cylindrical coordinate systems. Quite okay. This is cylindrical coordinate system because this is a cylindrical capacitor. The coaxial cable is a cylindrical capacitor. So the next thing, after choosing the coordinate system, now we apply Gauss law. And in Gauss law, we normally say dds is equal to Q enclosed. dds is equal to Q enclosed, and this one we can write it as dA is equal to Q enclosed. Quite okay. The area of a cylinder, the surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi RL. So D 2 pi RL is equal to Q enclosed. It is equal to Q enclosed, whereby D is equal to Q over 2 pi RL. Are we together? D is equal to Q over 2 pi RL. Now, D has two daughters, which is epsilon and E, which implies epsilon E is equal to Q over 2 pi RL, whereby electric field intensity is Q over 2 pi epsilon RL. 2 pi epsilon RL. Because we have to write it in terms of electric field intensity. That was the third point. And then from the third point, we have to write it in form of voltage. And the voltage, we know that voltage is equal to the negative integral of E dL from the second point B to A, because voltage is coming from infinity to a point A. So now replacing the value of E, we have A to B minus our E is this one, Q over 2 pi epsilon RL. And since we are dealing with the distance, which is R, the DL will just be dr. So integrating this equation, this is B to A minus, let me rub it first. Integrating this equation, it will be minus Q over 2 pi epsilon L ln of A over B which can be written as Q is equal to 2 pi epsilon L ln of B over A, if I don't want the negative sign. Quite okay. I change the logarithm there. Quite okay. And the last thing, after finding the voltage, I have to know that capacitance is Q over voltage. So this one, capacitance C will be Q, and my voltage is this one, which I can write it as 2 pi epsilon L over Q into natural logarithm of B over A. The Q and the Q goes, which this one gives you 2 pi epsilon L over ln over B of A. This is how we get the capacitance in a cylindrical capacitor, or what we call a coaxial cable. We can hold it, you write that one, and then we come again and write on something else. Spherical capacitors. It consists of an inner radius R is equal to R1, and an outer radius R out is equal to that R out is equal to R out. So we are going to do the same as we did here. We are going to do the same as we did here. So we can say DDS is equal to Q enclosed, so that dA is equal to Q enclosed, but the area of a sphere, is 4 pi r squared, so d 4 pi r squared is equal to Q, so that d is equal to Q over 4 pi r squared, and d is equal to epsilon E. So epsilon E is equal to Q over 4 pi r squared. So E is equal to Q over 4 pi epsilon r squared. Again, we have to know V is equal to EDL, or we can write here V is equal to minus EDL. So this one will be minus EDL from R out to R in, which if I replace this one can be written as now minus my Q is this one, my E is this one here. So this one will be Q over 4 pi epsilon R squared, and the DL will be DR from R out to R in. So this one can be written as, now if you integrate this one, it will change the negative to positive. So this one will be Q over 4 pi epsilon into 1 over R from R naught to R1, which this one can be written as Q over 4 pi epsilon into 1 over R naught minus 1 over Ri, which it can be written as Q over 4 pi epsilon over R1 minus R naught over R1 times R naught. This is the voltage, and of course you know, capacitance C is Q over voltage, or Q over voltage. So C is equal to Q, and the voltage is Q over 4 pi epsilon into R1 R naught over R1 R naught. That is the voltage. Yeah, so the Q and the Q goes, so this is 4 pi epsilon over R1 minus RO over R1 RO, or R in RO, which this one is equal to 4 pi epsilon R in R out over R1 minus R out over R in minus R out. That is your result, and we can end up there. We can call it a day.